Namaste, and welcome to our continuing series, Questions and Answers, from the works of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. Willpower, Part 1, from the Mother. Sweet Mother, how can one increase single-mindedness and willpower? They are so necessary for doing anything. Mother replies, through regular, persevering, obstinate, unflagging exercise. I mean exercise of concentration and will. Disciple. Yesterday I was in a very strange state for 5 minutes. I felt bad. Then 5 minutes later I felt joyful, and so on for 3 hours. Then I understood the whole game, and I rejected it by willpower and prayer. But I really don't understand this movement. Mother replies. 2 parts of the vital being were struggling together, each one in turn getting the upper hand. Disciple. Z told me that in the mental and vital worlds there are beings who are against the anti-divine entities and who help us. Mother. Just as there are people on earth who like to help others. From Sri Aurobindo's Thoughts and Aphorisms. Fight while thy hands are free, with thy hands and thy voice and thy brain and all manner of weapons. Art thou chained in the enemy's dungeons, and have his gags silenced thee? Fight with thy silent, all-besieging soul and thy wide-ranging willpower. And when thou art dead, fight still with the world-encompassing force that went out from God within thee. Mother's comment. Truth is a difficult and strenuous conquest. One must be a true warrior to make this conquest. A warrior who fears nothing, neither enemies nor death. For against the whole world, with or without a body, the struggle continues and will end in victory. 6 January 1970. From Sri Aurobindo. A question. My psychological analysis indicates that it is not always possible for us sadhaks to let the Mother work in us spontaneously, for often something in us keeps off and closes the doors against her. I think the best course would be to develop our willpower so that something might be always there to help us reopen the doors. I mean here the will, not of the vital or mental kind, but the true willpower. Would you kindly enlighten me as to how to develop it? Sri Aurobindo. The only way to do it is 1. To become aware of a conscious force behind that uses the mind, etc. 2. To learn by practice to direct that force towards its object. I don't suppose you will find it easy to do either of these things at once. One must first learn to live more deeply in the inner consciousness than you have done hitherto. 16/7/1934. The willpower developed by pranayama is said to be psychical, not spiritual. Besides these two great practices, the Hatha Yogins have numerous others, such as the extraordinary means by which they clean out daily all physical impurities. By these numerous and difficult practices, they attain an extraordinary power, vitality, virility, longevity, and are also able to attain knowledge transcending the ordinary human bounds, leave the body in samadhi, and in one word, exercise every mere power that comes by yoga. But the practice of unmixed Hatha Yoga generates a colossal egoism, and the yogin seldom exceeds it. The modern Hatha Yoga is mixed with Raja Yoga, and neither so virile and potent, nor so dangerous as the ancient. The modern Hatha Yogin often falls a prey to egoism, but he knows he has to transcend it. The ancient embraced it as a fulfillment, only he managed and directed it by the use of psychic willpower.